Welcome back to AP Lang. This is our last segment for tonight, and I just wanted to make it really special. So, this is my last fan mail letter, and of course, my favorite patron, Matthew Perry. And Mr. Perry writes, "Ooh, he actually throws in another book, A Walk in the Woods, which is a great, hilarious book about two obese people who try to walk the Appalachian Trail to Hoot. And the question is, how did Bryson and Krakauer use the stories of peripheral characters to help further their claims?" So in this question, he's comparing A Walk in the Woods to Into the Wild. And I love this question because it really ties into the story. And you wouldn't think that these two stories would be alike, but in many ways they represent, similar ideas and characteristics. And both of them are like supporting characters whose stories help to push the stories of the main characters, which in this case would be Chris McCandless and Bryson. And, Into the Wild is a more obvious reason. Krakow adds a lot of supporting character stories to make Chris's experience seem more relatable and more like normal compared to, when you see firsthand what happened. People think, wow, this guy was an idiot. He did not know what he was doing. He died from arrogance. Like, this is a one-time thing. This guy was insane. But in actuality, Krakow shows that other people in the past have experienced the same thing. They've gone into the woods and they've completely rejected all the norms of society and just gone to live with nature. So it makes Chris seem more relatable and his story not so out there. It seems like, oh, other people have experienced this. Maybe this isn't just a one-time occurrence. And Krakow even uses himself as a peripheral character, which is so odd, as you can see, because he's narrating the story. But he uses his own experience of traveling to the Devil's Thumb, almost dying to experience this climb by himself, to relate back to Chris. And it's amazing because even the author knows what it feels like to feel this call to something, this call to nature, this call to do something by yourself, so much that it almost led him to death. So he relates more to Chris, and we see that this is not just a one-time experience. And while it's harder to see in A Walk in the Woods, you could see it that the peripheral characters help to normalize the situation of Bryson and Katz. And when they go into the woods, they're unprepared. They don't have the right food, equipment. They are obese. They don't know how to hike. It's ridiculous. And you're like, these guys don't know what they're doing. Why are they out there? But along the way, you see that you meet some people like Connolly and Jim and Chuck and all these different couples and, people that are out there kind of like them. They don't really have any experience. They're just out there to hike, to see what they can do. They're not professional hikers. And so they make Bryson and Kat seem more, relatable and all of that. And it shows that with these experiences, Bryson learns how to be more focused on his personal journey. And Katz is even seen as more of a peripheral character because we're mostly focused on Bryson and his experiences. And Katz's experience makes Bryson seem more intelligent in his ways because Katz is so out of shape